Hello and welcome to the Improved to Die Rise strategy guide. Let's get started. Step 1. Let them break down the barriers. If you let them break down the barriers in the early rounds, it gives you a chance to rebuild them and gain some extra points. Step 2. Shoot your zombie 5 times in the legs before knifing him. This will give you some extra points because each time you shoot a zombie and wound him but don't kill him, you gain some extra points. On the second round you'll do the same except for use a full magazine instead of just using 5 bullets. The next step is opening the door. Some people might stay in the front room a little bit longer, but I like to just go straight to the random box. After opening the first door, there's no more doors you need to open en route to the random box. When I get there, I box once and get a good gun, and then I just stick with that. If you get a really bad gun like something really bad like EMP grenades, maybe stay around and try one more time. But you don't need a fantastic gun at this point in the game, because later on in the game we're going to go and get the liquefier.
No ammo. Figures.
Step 4. Headshots only. After obtaining a good gun like I did with the HMR, you should aim for headshots because it saves ammo and also increases points. Okay, so I got bored of doing all the screenshots and freeze frames and all that, so I'm just going to do it as it comes. That's what she said. So here you see I'm still doing headshots, and now I'm just going to head down the crevice around the corner. You're just going to go down there, and then you're going to head towards the Chinese room. You've got to be so careful coming down these things though, because quite often you slip and you fall, and you've got to make sure you've recovered from the fall damage before you do it again. You see there I did like a little pause before I jumped all the way down to the Chinese room. Obviously you've got to have enough to get through this little thing here, which is 750 points. So you can just camp here for a while and just pick up some zombies for a while until you've got enough. Okay, so I've just earned enough to open the couch thing, and I've stayed around and saved up a little more as well. So now that I've opened that, I'm just going to come through here into the Chinese room. You don't need to worry about anything, you're not going to miss anything, there's no guns on the walls, so you're just going to come up this little banister and just come down to the end. And this is a really good camping spot, or not really a camping spot, you can just stay around here for a while and rack up some points, because there's only one way they can get to you, and that's pretty much just in front of you. So that's it. Just stay around there for a while and rack up some points. Okay, so I've just got up to 5,000 points after staying around for maybe a round or two. And maybe 5,000 is not quite enough. Maybe you should stay around for a little bit more if you make the same mistake that I did. What I do is I get a load of points like this. I get 5,000, then I jump across to the other building, start constructing this liquefier. There's 4 doors you have to open in total, and for 5,000 that should be plenty. But once I go to the electric room and I turn on the electric switch, what happens is I pick up a part, and then I see Juggernaut. And basically, whenever you see Juggernaut and you haven't got it, no matter what the situation, you should always get it. And so it's not a bad thing that I got Juggernaut. The bad thing is I didn't stay around in the Chinese place to get some more points beforehand, because what that does then is I don't have enough to open the downstairs, so I don't have enough to open all the doors that I need. See, here's me getting Juggernaut, and then I pick up the part right after. So that's a really bad decision. So maybe stick around and get some more points just in case you see Juggernaut and you want to get it. Okay, so I've stuck around for a while, for one round, and got some more points so I could open the door. Notice I don't do it till the round's over, because if you try and build a liquefier while there's still zombies around, it's just not going to work. So here what I should have done is I should have kept the last zombie, but I got a nuke, and I shouldn't have taken the nuke, but I did. So now I've got to try and build this liquefier while I've got the time. I'm not going to go show you where all the parts are. They're not hard to find really. And so here what I do is I try to look for one around here. Sometimes there's one around here, sometimes there isn't. So I use the crawlers as an advantage to me to give me time, to buy me time to find the parts. because they're not too hard to deal with. I'm sure you've heard of the glitch, or well, not glitch, the Easter egg. But if you knife all of the crawlers without shooting any, then you get a free perk. And typically, I do not like to do that now until I've got the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife makes everything a lot easier. So now what I'm doing is I'm going upstairs to get the next part. So here it is, a sock. Yeah, I know, I don't get it either. So here they're not the last two. I think there's one more now. So here I just build this piece, and then I kill the last one, and I go to get the last piece for the liquefier. These things are actually quite easy to deal with if you know what you're doing. So here's the max ammo. Always reload before max ammo, remember that. So now I'm going upstairs to get the piece. Now this piece will either be on the barrel at the bottom of the stairs, or where I'm going to get it now. Typically everyone always forgets this place because it's not in the electric room and it's not downstairs. It's in a different place to where everything else is. So now I'm going to build it, and I'm going to swap that for my M1911, obviously, because I don't want to get rid of my hammer. So, and then I'm going to have two good guns. I'm going to have the HAMR, and I'm going to have the liquefier. And these two are really, really good guns. And to have two good secure weapons and Juggernaut like I have now, that's the foundation for everything to go well. Okay, so now I've just been sticking around with the liquefier, and it's not easy down there. So what you want to do is we're going to come up here, and I see double tap, and I just get it, right? Double tap's not that important, but the lift that you want to get on a lift to go up to the top floor. And as you can see, there's always two lifts here. The one you want to get on is the one that I'm on now. So not the one on the end, but the one on the side. It won't be double tapping yours, most probably. It changes all the time. Let's see here. If you keep jumping, it actually makes the lift move faster. That's a little trick I found out myself. So it's good. So here so if you get on it at the one that I got it on, and you start jumping, typically it will go down one. You just have to keep jumping, and then it will go up. So here what I do is it brings you up to the Bowie knife, and I buy the Bowie knife because it's going to help me out with the next set of crawlers, and I'll probably use it out for the next few waves of crawlers to help me get all the perks, so I don't have to go out and buy them myself. So here I just kept one last zombie again so that I could do this. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through, and I'm going to go upstairs. I don't need a pack punch, I don't need any other perks apart from quick revive. So I'm at quick revive now, and I haven't got enough to get it, and quick revive actually goes into a different floor. So but all I have to do now is just try and find quick revive, or you can pretty much do what I do, and I just leave quick revive and I jump onto these mattresses here. Please be careful doing that. I know so many people that have died on high rounds from missing those mattresses. Also be careful you're not about to get hit before you jump, because if you get hit as you jump, it cuts your jump and you'll just fall to your death. The only way you're going to survive that is if you got quick revive or who's who. And by following my tips and my tricks, this is pretty much where I've got to. Round 43, I've got most of the perks, almost all the perks. I've got these crawler things now, so I will get the last perk. I've got so many points. Every now and then, if you want, you can keep the final zombie, go and upgrade something, or change from the Bowie knife to the Galvan knuckles, or box sometimes, and you're pretty much going to get yourself in this position. I think it's a lot better than my last strategy guide, which actually did get really positive feedback, but it'd be nice if this one did as well, because this one I think is a little bit better than my last one, because I've had more time to get used to the map and learn what I'm doing. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like or comment. Just don't dislike it unless you're a dick, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.